Let's add some amazing custom tools to Minecraft. Alright, we find ourselves back in IntelliJ once more, and in this tutorial we're going to be adding custom tools to Minecraft, and this is going to be very interesting. So for this, before we jump into the mod items class and we're going to register our, custom tools, we actually need a new class in the item package. So right click, new Java class called the mod tiers. And this mod tiers class is going to be very interesting because what it's going to hold is a public static final forge tier, and this is going to be called Citrine, and we're going to make a new forge tier right now, and we're going to need to pass in, as you can see, a few things right here. So number one, we're going to pass in a level. This is going to be the actual level that this particular tier can mine. So 0 would be wood, 1 stone, 2 iron, and so on and so forth. The uses is the base uses of this tool. So this is the basic durability. Then we have the speed, let's say 1.5, and then we're going to make an attack bonus, let's say of 2. And then we have the enchantment value, let's say actually something crazy like 22, because of course this is, a magic thing. We're going to choose the block tags.needs iron tool for the tag right here. Then last but not least, a supplier of ingredient, so ingredient.of mod items.citrine.get, and then end this with a semicolon. Now, what are all of those things? Well, like I said, the level, the uses, the speed, and the attack bonus should actually be fairly self-explanatory. The enchantment value is just the value, like how good this can be enchanted, so what types of enchantments are going to be available or how well those enchantments are going to be. The block tag, I'm still not 100% sure on, but I basically always make sure that this one matches the level here, and then the ingredient is just the ingredient that you can repair this with. To actually take a look at the tiers from vanilla, what we're going to do is we're going to middle mouse button click on this and then go to this tier and press Ctrl H, and then here we have the tiers enum, and you can see these are all of the vanilla tiers that we have, and they are basically available, so you can take a look at all of those and how they basically work as well. You can see the vanilla values of those. Now, they don't have the names here in the actual the parameter names basically in the constructor, kind of annoying, but you can basically see to what field they are being assigned to, so then you can actually get the idea of what those are and then understand them. And yeah, so this is the tier. If you want another one, you just make another one, just making sure that it has a different name, of course, and then everything should work totally fine. Now in our mod items class, how is this going to look? Well, this is going to look the following way. We're going to just copy over the coal coke, and this is going to be the citrine_sword. And of course, making sure that this is also the name citrine_sword. Now this is going to be a sword item, and this is going to need the mod tiers as its first parameter. So mod tier citrine, then an attack modifier, let's say 2, and then an attack speed modifier, let's say 3. And the rest is going to be fine. And now we're going to take this one and just copy it 4 times. So, and then we're just going to go through. We're going to have the pickaxe, and this is going to be the citrine_pickaxe as well. There you go, making sure that it's written correctly, of course. And then this is the pickaxe item. We can then modify the attack and the speed modifiers as well. Now, I highly recommend, in this moment, this is not the most important thing because, balancing your mod is something that you will have to spend, a lot of time on anyway. So the numbers can always be changed. This is the one thing that's very important. You can always change the numbers. You can always tweak the numbers if they require some tweaking. So never be afraid to play around with this. Basically, like the most important thing, be open to experimentation on all of this. It can just serve you, very well. It's just a very good idea to just play around with this. And we're going to end here with the citrine hoe, so basically last and least, and then we have the whole item as well, and we're going to make this a 0 and a 0 here as well. Not a D though, but an F. There you go. And with that, all 5 items or all 5 of our tools have been registered. Now let's add the translation here to the en_us JSON file. I will just copy this over. This is of course all available to you in the description below, GitHub repository and individual gists as well. Same with the item model JSON files that I'm just going to copy over. And there is one interesting thing here, and that is the parent. The parent here, instead of being just item/generated, this is actually item/handheld. So that's very important. This gives our tools the 3D look when we take a look at, for example, third person or take a look at another player. This gets the sort of 3D look of the actual, well, tool. So that's very important. And of course, let's also get the textures over. There you go, all 5 of the textures. And that actually is all that we need to do to add our tools. Like the really crazy thing or the really special thing is going to be the tier that we have to define here. The rest overall is fairly straightforward, all things considered. So I guess for completion's sake, let's see if it works. All right, we find ourselves back in Minecraft, and as you can see, all of the tools have been successfully added to the game. So let's just see, for the sake of argument, if I can mine some stuff. So I should actually be able to mine the ore with this. In theory, it should work. So let's see. And there we go. We got some raw citrine right here. And also, let's see if the other ones work. So I can right-click to make path blocks. I can mine with this. I can also strip this, and I can mine this. Now, as you can see, the speed is not that good because that is basically the speed that we've defined. And also hold this so we can basically do everything with the tools that we would expect them to. All right, when it comes to the speed, of course, this speed here is basically what determines the actual speed of the tools. So just basically adjust this if you want this to be a little bit quicker. And then basically, like I said, with the entirety of the balancing, this is going to be an experimentation thing anyway, but yeah, that's basically how easy that can be, and that's how easy it is to add custom tools to Minecraft. And this will already conclude this tutorial right here. I hope you found this useful and you learned something new. If you did, I would very much appreciate a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more tutorials just like this one. So yeah.